everybody, this is Thethrell on Tiny Mighty, and I did a video back when this game was, I believe, still in alpha testing mode, whatever, and on Fairyland, but they did change a few things, which kind of sucks. That tends to happen whenever I show people tricks on videos. The developers catch on and they say, oh, we can't have people getting free shit or having it easy, so they went and changed stuff. But there was something on Fairyland that I wanted to show you guys, just a little thing that might help you get a little bit further. Now, as you know, the way this works is when you go to fight, you can see what teams you're going to be fighting, and it'll be somebody on your server. And of course, the further along it goes, the harder the teams are. You'll end up fighting some of the top players when you get up to, if you get up to level 15. But if you're having trouble getting that far, one thing that I've found, I'm not having trouble at this point. I just clear it with one team. But if you happen to have a lot of heroes, and yeah, I realize I have a lot more heroes than most people will have. I did dump in a lot of my gold at the beginning of this game to try to start getting a lot of these heroes, and then winning a few of the new server events also gave me some extra. But even if you just have 10, maybe 15 heroes, what you can do is just start off with your first, because I'm pretty sure everybody can beat the first couple levels of these pretty easily. So what you want to do is you just go ahead and start that fight, and don't hit the auto battle. And the point of what I'm trying to do is just build up my rage on this. And my dudes killed them a little too fast, but when you win a fight, of course, the rage jumps up. So they've all pretty much got full rage right now. And so I claim the little reward here. Bada bing, bada boom. Go on to number 2. And then now I've got all of these full, but I don't really need them yet. What I can do is just start filling the rage on the rest of them. No, don't want that. And I mean, pretty much these aren't the teams I would necessarily use for all these different things anyway, but the whole concept here is just go and fill up all of your team, all of your heroes as full as you can. That way when you start struggling, you know, whether it's at 6 or 7, or whether it's at 10 or 11, or if you make it all the way to 15, then you have all of your heroes full by then. And I mean, you'll start using the rage before that point, of course, but once you've got them full, I'll show you what kind of the way it works, how I normally run these after this level here. And kind of talk you through my reasoning of what heroes I use. So, alright, so now I've got 15 heroes, pretty much full rage. These two a little bit low, but doesn't matter, I'm never going to use them anyway. But that was just to give you guys an idea of what to do. You know, those first couple levels, just use them just to fill up your heroes. And then here's what I do. I pick what I consider my strongest team, which right now is these 5. And the reason for that is Wolfie is just an amazing tank. Some people like to go with the Hulk here, but I don't really like him as much. He does a little bit of stun, yes, but the problem with him is he still takes damage while he's trying to heal, whereas Wolfie heals for the more damage he takes. So he can, in a lot of ways, he can be the best one. This is possibly the highest damage dealer in this entire game. They did a little bit of a video to show some stuff, and I had predicted that this was the highest DPS out of all the heroes they had chosen, and it went to show that, yeah, that was correct. And I use this on World Boss, and I use him on pretty much everything now. This is also a really good guy to fight against really strong tanks like the Hulk or Wolfie. This one, he does a lot of good damage, and it's a lot of good area damage, which you'll see what that does in a minute. She has some decent area damage, but one thing she's good for is she throws out a shield right at the beginning, which absorbs a certain percentage of damage or something like that. And then, of course, we've got your healer. And I don't want to get into it too much, but there are problems that they're trying to fix with this healer. You'll notice some people he does heals of like 6,000, and then other people like myself, he only heals for like 2,500 or something like that. And there is an actual game glitch with that, and I did report it to them and sent them in a bunch of screenshots and stuff and explained to them exactly where they screwed up. Whether they actually fix it or not, we'll see, but they do know that there is a problem. If you upgrade to purple, for right now, I would say the best thing you can do with this guy is just leave him purple. Don't upgrade him to purple +1. There is a certain piece of gear that you can equip that gives him a huge healing bonus, and you don't get that later on from any of the gear. So if you want to have that huge 6,000, 6,500 heals, you can only do it at the purple. You can't do it once you upgrade him to purple +1, which is the mistake I made. I have him at purple +1. But anyway, going on with this, I've picked out my 5 strongest members. I've got pretty much full rage on all of them, and what I'm going to do is just hit auto battle. She's going to throw out her AoE, he's going to throw out his AoE. This guy's going to hit the first row and a half approximately. He has a kind of a cone-shaped attack that reaches out to a certain point, and anyone within that point gets hit. So he does massive damage to, you know, a few, depending on the placement of the heroes on the opposite side. And then your mind reader throws out the heal right at the beginning. So you saw how that went down pretty quick. And I'm not going to go through all 15 of these. That would be boring for you guys. But that's what I do. Normally I just click on this, then I go do something else. Come back in a minute, click on the next level. But you see my heals there are only 2,200. I got those nice shields around myself too, so I'm not taking any damage. And yes, I realize, you know, not everybody is as strong that they can just blast through everything that fast. But there was a point for a short while where I was having trouble clearing the last couple levels. Not necessarily because I was getting killed, but just because of time. I couldn't kill them fast enough. I didn't have Mr. Fab yet. Mr. Fab is really good for getting rid of Wolfie. If you come across a team with, like this team here has Wolfie in it, the best thing you can do is not use the auto battle, because the auto battle sometimes when Wolfie throws up his shield, see right now my well, now the shield's down. Oh, I didn't hit auto battle. Well, anyway, okay. Well, if you have that auto battle on, sometimes that shield will go up, and then all your players use their specials, and it just heals him, and then you're sitting there just trying to, you know, one-shot him down, just single-shot him down, and it's just really hard to do. So the best thing you can do is, if you're coming across one that you're having a little bit of trouble with, and it's got a Wolfie in the front, or it's got maybe a Hulk in the front, just leave off that auto battle, and then as soon as Wolf's shield goes down, hit auto battle. I mean, or you can sit here and do it manually, click on these, or use your number keys. Also works on these to use their special. But what you can do is wait for his shield to go down, hit that auto or hit all the specials, and then as soon as if that doesn't kill him, you know, and he throws his shield back up, quickly turn off your auto attack again and just wait until his shield goes back down. That's what I was doing, and it seemed to work pretty well, but especially having Mr. Fab really helps a lot with getting rid of some of those more powerful tanks. Okay, now here's Wolfie. So I could probably kill him before he even puts up a shield, but just to show you guys what I'm talking about, I'll sit here, wait for his shield to go up, and I killed him anyway. So, well, I didn't get to show you guys, but you guys understand. Anybody who's a halfway decent gamer can get concepts like that down without too much trouble, without needing to see it. But let me see. That should pretty much cover all of that. I hope you guys got the point of what I was trying to get across with just, you know, saving up your rage. I know the reason that I decided to do this video, there was a guy in my guild, in my, what do they call it in this game? League. In my league that was saying he couldn't pass one with Wolf on it, and come to find out he was just using the auto attack. And so I tried to explain to him, no, you know, don't use your auto attack and wait for the shield to go down and whatever. But sometimes it's a little bit easier when you actually can hear, when you could actually hear somebody talking about it or see what they're doing. And you know, just trying to type stuff in this chat, which is the chat in this game is very limited. It does make it pretty hard to communicate, especially when you have people who are speaking English as a second or third language. We do have a lot of non-native English speakers in this game, which is good. You know, it's fun to see people from all over the world coming together and playing stuff like this, but it does make, you know, communicating things a little bit difficult sometimes. So here we go again. We've got a wolf there, and they've got a Mr. Fab, so hopefully he doesn't whoop my ass too bad, too quickly. But their wolf should throw up his shield anytime now. And so if I use my special, of course, that would just heal the hell out of him. So wait for that shield to go down. Boom. Throw out all my specials. He quickly threw that shield back up twice somehow. Having him turned into a sheep kind of helps. But anyway, you guys saw what I did there. You know, as soon as that shield went down, I turned on my auto attack. As soon as he managed to throw that shield back up twice in a row somehow, I just quickly turned my auto attack back off and was able to get through it without too much of a hassle there. But anyway, so that's enough of that. Fairyland shop has some good stuff in here. I don't really recommend using it for this stuff. I really recommend saving up whatever the heck these things are called, these little Fairyland crystals, or I don't know what they're called, but you guys know what I'm talking about. There's a little thing right here, little lightning things, because some of this stuff is really, really hard to make. And I mean, yeah, like this is a little bit costly, 6,480 of these, but you can save up just for a couple days and you can end up getting stuff like this. This is a level 70 item right here, and I'm not even level 70 yet, but I know that the stuff that I'm trying to make that's only like level 60 is really freaking hard to make, and it takes a long time for some of that stuff. So I try to, you know, save things like here where I can get this, and these guys all pretty much suck anyway, so you know, don't worry about building on these three. But yeah, try to save up your Fairyland shop, and do check this a couple times a day. It says the auto refresh times on here, but I don't know, a lot of stuff in this game, the times are just still really screwed up, so I come back and check it a couple times a day, and sometimes it changes nowhere around 9 o'clock. So yeah, just check back on that stuff, and you can get good stuff in here. Any of this stuff is a good price. I wouldn't really go for the scrolls or anything like that, but anything that says hot on it, that means one of your players can equip it, which is actually kind of a lie because I'm not level 70, so I couldn't equip it. But this is what it means is it is something that they do need to finish, well, that they're able to wear at some point, I guess. Yeah, anyway, you guys know how that works. So if you have any more questions, or if you have any tips that I may have missed on Fairyland, I try to be as thorough with these things as possible. I know I tend to ramble on and talk about different shit, but hey, that's who I am. If you guys have any more questions or anything else you want to see on this, just let me know. I'll do my best to try to get back to you. Yeah, you can find me on Facebook. Just do a search for Thethrell, or just message me on YouTube, and I'll do my best to get an answer back for you. Thanks, guys.